So remember after Paul George got traded and Jimmy Butler got traded and everyone decided the Eastern Conference was such a foregone conclusion, they might as well not even bother playing the games? And remember after Gordon Hayward got hurt and all the extra hand-wringing about even more imbalance? Well, guess what? Only 3 weeks later, the East is plenty spicy, and it just got even more so with the Suns trading Eric Bledsoe to the Bucks. Phoenix gets back Greg Monroe and a couple picks, including one protected first-rounder, which is probably the most they could have hoped for considering how fast and loose they played with Bledsoe's trade value. Still, the real story is the Bucks and just how tantalizing their new lineup is. Bledsoe may be on the smaller side, but he's extremely versatile and super athletic, and after the past 6 months he's had, he's going to be extremely motivated. We had him stop by our set here on the jump just before the season started, and in a little foreshadowing, he said, quote, "I want to start winning no matter what team I'm on." Well, now we know what team, and while it's still too soon to say just how strong a presence the Bucks will be, with Giannis developing at the speed of a meteor, it wouldn't be crazy to see them in the conference finals this year, right? Nope. I mean, the same could be said, of course, for Washington and Boston, where Kyrie Irving has just been sensational. Those handles against the Hawks, I mean, damn. So good, in fact, that last night LeBron James himself liked a Kyrie highlight on IG, which, of course, got the internet buzzing. Then LeBron posted the Arthur meme with mood just a few minutes later. Amazing. And the internet practically exploded. Of course, we don't know what LeBron was reacting to. It could have been over Kyrie, or it could have been over something in his house, or maybe he just heard about the Bledsoe deal, which our reporters say was consummated right around that time last night. Remember, Eric and LeBron share an agent. Or LeBron's mood could just be general frustration with the Cavaliers. After all, Cleveland was supposed to run away with this conference. Cleveland was supposed to be a clear lock to meet Golden State in a 4th straight finals. But we're less than a month in. The Cavs are struggling, and with several other teams on the rise, all that's clear is that nothing is a lock anymore. Scotty, with this latest development, now we got to throw the Bucks in there. How dangerous do you think they're going to be with Giannis, Eric Bledsoe, the Rookie of the Year last year? I mean, they're piling him up.
Well, they've made a huge improvement. Now they have a guy who's a late game shot maker. You take Giannis in the fact that he's unstoppable throughout the game, and now you put in a guy like Bledsoe, an outside shooter, a guy who can take last-second shots. I think he makes them that much more stronger because teams tend to now pack back. They want to defend Giannis from the paint. Now with Bledsoe, you put the ball in his hand. Now you leave Giannis free to roam and do other things. They're a team to be reckoned with.
You know, the Bucks have been a little disappointing so far. You know, they went out and they won in Boston the season opener, then they lost in Cleveland, and they've had a 3-game losing streak. But if you look at their roster now, Thon Maker, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton, Malcolm Brogdon, John Henson, now Eric Bledsoe, all very long-limbed, athletic guys who can play multiple positions. This is the modern roster. This is the type of team you have to build if you're going to dream of competing with the Golden State Warriors. Will they come in their own this year? I mean, Jabari Parker is still a few months from coming back from ACL. I don't know.
That's the big question, right?
I don't know.
Parker could be sort of the secret sauce
but
there.
I think that they smelled an opportunity here, looking at the East, as you mentioned earlier, being a little bit weak and uncertain. And the fact they're able to get him without trading any of their core players, which is what the Suns wanted at the beginning of these talks, makes it a great short-term move for them.
I mean, it is amazing. You thought maybe they'd have to give up Brogdon, maybe they'd have to give up someone, but no, I mean,
and even the pick that they gave is protected in a way that it, like, if something happens terrible to them and they, have a top 3 pick, that, like,
it's protected
they're protected with this pick, and they're trading a guy in Monroe who, is a nice bench player, but is a bench player.